Please be seated, friend. Because nature tells me what I'm made of, the book of Scripture tells me what I'm made for. What a difficult Scripture we have today. But before that, it's important to please turn to somebody next to you and say, it's good to see you. Good to see you, Captain. Good morning. Good to see you, Captain. See you well. Might seem a small thing, but I find it that it is a significant thing. Because what I've been struggling with this week is when people look at church, what do they see? What do people see when they look at church? And upon my journey as a third generation priest, is it true and is it fair? When do people really see joy in church? Why would anybody want to come and be a part of a crew that seems sad, seems heavy? And so I'm excited to be with you today because I recognize more and more through the life of Jesus that church is a happening. Somehow we've all been struck, we've been impacted, we've been confronted somehow in our lives by the life of Jesus of Nazareth. And we come here to journey together to figure out what it is that this Lord calls out of me when the Lord invites us today in Matthew into a life, into paradox. Our Lord says, you want to live? You have to die. What a strange paradox. Through suffering comes life. This cosmic event changes the world forever. This cosmic event of death to the Easter story changes history forever, changes the human story forever. And so we creatures indeed need to look beyond ourselves. We do look beyond ourselves to worship that which is worthy of. And just look at our world today. What do we worship? What is it worthy of? What I like about the story and the invitation of Jesus of Nazareth is by going through this paradoxical suffering to life, is it possible that way you work through fear and anxiety? Is it possible that through that you eventually truly live? Because for me, Jesus embodies heaven and earth are full of your glory. For me, Jesus is the embodiment of heaven and earth are full of your glory. They don't know how to love one another. Let me go down and show them how to be the human family, how to be the human creature. And so I stole this from James A. Pike, the once dean of St. John the Divine, who talks about conditions in which we work through fear and anxiety. We need a single ultimate for our lives. Number one, the question is it authentically worthwhile, that which I am worshiping? Number two, how does it encompass my whole life? Number three, it must be something to which all other ends must be subordinate. Number four, it must be utterly reliable. And the closer and the deeper I look at the life of Jesus, the more fascinated I'm becoming in how, if I integrate his life more into mine, how much I deal better with unhealthy fear. What happened last week? Last week in Matthew's Gospel, Jesus asked the question, who do you say that I am? And Peter responds, you are the Lord, you are God. Today, what an invitation. After we've asked the question, who is Jesus for you? Who is Jesus for me? Will we dare to trust? Because that's the life of faith. Will you trust? That's the difficult part. Because when it gets tough, man, when we live our daily life, it's not easy to trust. when everything around you is suggesting otherwise. But then I realized more and more, what a gift, what an invitation, when I remember, they will know you how? By your love. By the fruit that you bear, right? By your fruits. They will know you by your fruits. And what a reminder. Lester, they will not know you by your product. They will know you by your fruit. What are some of the first things we do when we introduce someone? At least this has been my experience in America. Yes, Lester Mackenzie. Even when I think you were discerning leadership here, they give you the product, the accolades first. He was here, he was there, he's the chaplain of the House of Deputies, he did all these things, But how does that even tell you deeply about my spiritual journey, or at least impact of Jesus in my own life? So what an opportunity we have to reimagine what does it mean to be the community. What does it mean to be a spiritual co-op? A sharing economy, a journey of generosity. That you will know you by your fruit, not by your product. Which asks the question, who do we worship? Fascinating story that I read as I explore this emerging tension that the thing that's becoming worse than obesity, the challenge for society, is loneliness. Psychoanalysts are really trying to figure out, what do we do with this emerging trend of loneliness? Which then opened up this whole line of, what do we worship? And then I remember the story, a true story apparently, offered by in journals by psychoanalysts, how a man who built a business, used the tools to build a business, and put all his energy into that. The god of mammon, money, the tool. It's a tool. We all need it. I like to go to Trader Joe's. It's important. But he was so consumed with this productivity that his wife and his family life really suffered. And so he goes to a psychoanalyst who, in a weird way, this is true apparently, that he should take a mistress. Okay, that's bizarre, but okay. But he ends up doing this. And so now his own book is you have to enjoy life more. You've been working too hard, right? So, he starts to enjoy life more. But in the same time, he falls deeper in love with his wife. Because he gets to know her again. But now he has to work harder. Because to satisfy this new fun that he's having with my mistress, he has to earn more money. So he gets trapped in this anxiety. Bizarre, and he becomes, as the writer suggests, schizophrenic. Because he doesn't know who he is. Because he's trying to please all these idolatrous things. Tools, yes, that we need in daily life. But at the expense of what? And eventually he takes his own life. And that was really insightful for me. Because what is worth our while? What is it that we look to, that we want to become like? What a challenge in this age of emerging loneliness. And so I'm excited that the church has wonderful work to do to offer good news. That amidst all of this, there's a different way of being. And people might ask, well, what is the practicality, or what is some practical examples of a spiritual co-op? I read about it in the church in Spain by a priest who started. Spain was going through a radical economic depression. And this community decided to start a co-op. And they were thriving. And they did two basic rules. The person on top cannot earn 8 times more than the person at the bottom. And the people who work together, they choose who the managers are. They vote who the managers are. What an interesting concept of a sharing economy. A spiritual co-op. So that's my invitation to St. Mary's. September the 17th, I hope you've been reading about it, and I hope you heard about this lingering date, September the 17th. My hope, my prayer, is that September the 17th truly becomes a day we take a new step together. Some of you have journeyed with St. Mary's a long time, I think. And some are very new, curious. Who is this strange vicar with a dodgy accent at this Laguna Beach little parish in the Park Avenue? And my passion truly is that we can be a difference in the world. And the way we can do that is new beginnings, an outward visible sign to say that we're starting anew. To say that, yes, we will remember the pain of the past and we will acknowledge it, but we won't relive it. How do we start again? How do we start anew? How do we say that what we worship when we gather here, what's worth our while, is a divine God who stands outside of time and space, who offers word made flesh, consciousness made flesh, who says love is the answer, who says tenderness wins in the end, who says do not render evil for evil, but love them, who says be in community, even if you disagree with one another, who says be careful how you speak to one another, who even calls out the disciples. One thing I admire, I truly admire of Jesus, and it warms my heart, the fidelity Jesus had. Can you imagine such commitment to the work of the Father, to the work of the divine? Can you imagine, even in Gethsemane, our Lord, Jesus says, I have to go through this because it's something I'm called to do. What would our lives look like? What would this church look like? What would the world look like if every human creature said, I am called to live my passion. I'm not doing this because I have to do it. I do this because I choose to do it. How would our neighborhoods be different? How would people be different? If we all, with fidelity, dare to take the risk and the courage and said, I choose to live out what I'm called, what I'm truly, truly called to do. My passion. Which then begs the question, who am I? Which begs the question, who am I? And for me, that's the deep question of any human creature. Who am I? Why am I here? How do I choose between right and wrong? What happens when I die? How am I connected to the world, to creation, to my neighbor? Why does it matter? That's what we explore here. At least, I hope we do. It's the gift of church community. That's the challenge for the church, I think, maybe as an institution. What does it look like when hierarchies in the church themselves don't articulate what they believe? What does it feel? What does it feel like when I hear an ordained person who is supposed to spend time in Scripture says, so you don't really need to believe in the resurrection. I think you can be long before you believe, but I think the resurrection asks an interesting physiological question. That's why I call it a event horizon singularity. What does a new nature look like if we are part of nature? What does new life look like when we talk about new life? What does redemption look like? And that's the challenge. What do we worship? What are idols? Which then leads to brokenness. Said it. And you know my favorite example is always Lord of the Rings. Gollum. Have you seen Lord of the Rings? Gollum, my precious. Focused on the precious. Disregards community. Doesn't see the neighbor. Doesn't go to the barbecues anymore. Doesn't hang out at the library. Doesn't go have coffee anymore. Doesn't check in with his loved ones. How was your day? How was your week? How are you doing? Even though you can spend a lot of time together. For me, that's prayer, by the way. You might be with each other every day, but prayer is sitting at the dinner table going, how are you? Even though I've seen you literally the whole day. That's prayer. That's what we did in Hawaii. We literally spent every day together. My kids, Angela, we were driving around, going to the beach, being in community, and then yet at the end of the day, we still went, how are you doing? I've seen you the whole day. That's prayer for me. Checking in, being present. And Gollum says no to that because of the precious. All Gollum wants is power. All Gollum wants is the ring of power. And says, I reject goodness. I reject family. I reject community. I reject love. And what happens to him? Body starts to change. Doesn't, The tilapia doesn't taste like it used to. The sriracha chicken is not as spicy as it used to be. The quality time and the coffee time is not as moving as it used to be. He doesn't see his neighbors anymore. He doesn't see his loved ones anymore. He ends up in caves. He lives in the shadows. Pursuit. His body literally changes. He loses taste for life. And his body literally changes from a hobbit at leisure, having a beer, in community, to a beast, living in the shadows. What will we choose? What will we choose in this time of uncertainty, in this time of pain, in this time when it feels like the earth is groaning, and humanity is groaning for a sign of hope? And again, hope for a person of faith is not a state of mind, but is a state of being. How will you do that this week in your life? How will you open yourself this week to the paradox that through suffering, new life begins? Almost a shedding of the skin. Shedding of the shadows. And I will pray for you. Because here's it. It's an invitation. But it takes courage. And the one way to find out if I'm on the path, how do you share the gospel in your words? How do you share the gospel in your words? Tembe tembe baba, tembe kukonye. 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 Oh, okay. Now, stand up. Stand up. I believe in Anglican sensibility, but with an African spontaneity. Please turn this way and see your neighbors. You turn this way, look at your neighbors. This side, say Salvona, please. Oh, make me believe it. Salvona. Salvona. Say out loud, Salvona to your neighbor. Salvona. Please say it.
Yeah, boy.
Please say Salvona.
Salvona. Yeah, boy.
Let this be the beginning of seeing one another. Let this be the beginning of journeying together. Let this be the time where we dare to show the world what does it mean to be the human family. Are you with me?
Yes.
Are you with me?
Yes.
Are you with me?
Yes.
Let us remain standing as we offer a summary of our faith by saying together a prayer in nice